BJP will drag Chief Minister Omar Abdullah to court over his yesterday's remarks against the state BJP leaders. Earlier, the youth wing of the BJP had burnt Umar's effigy and also raised slogans against him. Let's also get in more details from Pradeep. Pradeep, clearly, the BJP is in an offensive mode here.
Yes, the BJP is in offensive mode ever since Omar Abdullah had remarked against the BJP leaders that in private they come to his office and they seek the personal favors instead of talking about the issue of the Jammu people, and they are basically playing with the sentiments of the Jammu. The BJP people are quite agitated. Earlier they gave a press conference and they said that they are going to drag Omar Abdullah to court, and they also, BJP's youth wing also protested outside the press club. They raised slogans against Omar Abdullah, burnt his effigy. They said that Omar Abdullah was playing politics ever since he had been rejected by the people of Jammu and Kashmir during the recent Lok Sabha election. His outburst was basically an act of frustration. That is why he is giving such a statement. Actually, what had happened for the viewers, I am going to say that yesterday there was a program of Omar Abdullah while he was about to light the traditional lamp. That was the time when 5 of the BJP leaders, they got up and they protested that there was a power crisis in the state, and they said what Omar Abdullah was doing in this regard. For the last so many days, people are coming out of the street, and the government was not doing anything while the temperature was touching around about 45 degrees centigrade. And that was the time when one of the member legislative council, the former member legislative council of National Conference, had a scuffle with the BJP leaders. And later the police dispersed the BJP leaders from the place where Omar Abdullah function was going on. After that, Omar Abdullah got agitated.
Yes, exactly, Pradeep. I'm just going to come back to you. Let's now listen into what Omar Abdullah had said yesterday, which has irked the BJP leaders now.
यही तो मजबूती है जम्मू की। यहाँ कुछ ऐसे लोग चुने जाते हैं जो अपने ईमान पे कायम नहीं रहते, जो जम्मू की सियासत करते हैं, लेकिन जम्मू के साथ धोखा करते हैं, जो कैमरा के लिए आप लोगों के जज्बात के साथ खेलते हैं, जो दिखाने के लिए कि हम जी जम्मू के।
Let's return back now to Pradeep. In fact, let's also tell our viewers these are visuals coming in. In fact, the later visuals of the protest now erupting. The BJP leaders are there, in fact, doing that protest. Pradeep, we are looking at the BJP obviously building up to a scenario where they're literally trying to corner the Omar Abdullah government, keeping in mind the polls which are due now in Jammu and Kashmir.
You are absolutely right, because in the coming months, they are already preparing for the election, because we are going to see such scenes happening in near future also. But the BJP leaders I spoke to, they said that being the representative of the state, people of this region, they have every right to raise their issues, and if they have raised the issue of the power crisis, that is a genuine one. How come the Omar Abdullah say that we are protesting only for the cameras, and saying that because Omar Abdullah had made a remark that BJP leaders, they are playing with the sentiments of the people of Jammu region. They hardly care for the people of Jammu region. When in private they come and meet him in his office, they are seeking only the personal favor. They said that they are the one who are not basically the biggest sycophants. The words which Omar Abdullah used yesterday after the protest, and that has irked the BJP leadership. And you can see they had gathered outside the press club today, the youth wing of BJP. They burned the effigy of Omar Abdullah, raised slogans against him. They said Omar Abdullah needs to apologize for making such remarks. One of the remarks which Omar Abdullah made was that they are wearing turbans. They come and talk about, by wearing turbans only doesn't mean that they are there for the cause of the people of Jammu, but they have to really do something for that. But most of the time during the last 6 years, these people had been only doing psychopathy and trying to seek personal favors. So this is one of the reasons that they, short while back, they gave a press conference also. The BJP leader Ashok Khajuria, who was leading the protest yesterday, he said that he's going to take up the matter into the court. He's going to drag the Chief Minister to the court for the remarks which he has made against the BJP leader. They say that they are basically the representatives of the people. They have every right to raise the issue. Whether there are cameras present or not cameras present, that is what actually is right now going on. But definitely this has snowballed into a bigger controversy. Both the parties trying to score a brownie point over each other. But BJP is maintaining one stand that Omar Abdullah's outburst is basically an act of frustration ever since he had been rejected by the people of Jammu and Kashmir during the Lok Sabha election. So Omar Abdullah is hardly leaving any chance to just say something against the BJP. While yesterday they were raking up the genuine issue, Omar Abdullah should have instead given them the assurance that he will be doing something for the people. But instead of saying that, he just made remarks which was not called for. And that is one of the reasons the BJP leaders right now are agitated. And this is really going to snowball into a bigger controversy. And it will become a political issue in the coming days.
Yes, absolutely. Pradeep, I'm just going to come back to you. Let's also play out some more reactions we are getting now. Okay, we'll try to in fact get those reactions for you in just a bit. Pradeep, now, coming...
ये कहना चाहता हूँ, मैं ये कहने वाला था कि उन्होंने जो डोगरा पगड़ी की बेइज्जती की है और उसके बारे में जो उल्टी सीधी बातें बोली, मैं इस बात को कोर्ट में ले जाने वाला हूँ और पूरी पार्टी इसके लिए खड़ी होगी और चीफ मिनिस्टर को जवाब देना पड़ेगा और चीफ मिनिस्टर को हम कोर्ट में खड़ा करके ये कहेंगे कि तुमने डोगरों का अपमान किया है, इसके लिए हम आपको छोड़ने वाले नहीं हैं। ये सीधी सी है। और महाराजा बहादुर हरि सिंह जी का भी तो आपने देखा था ना। तो मैं समझता हूं कि ऐसे बचकाने लोग जो हैं वो अब सत्ता में बैठे हुए हैं और जिनको ये भी नहीं पता है कि आप जनता के सेवक हो, हम जनता के सेवक हैं, तो जनता का सेवक आपके पास लोगों का काम लेकर नहीं आएगा। जी बिल्कुल ट्रैक करेंगे, पूरी पार्टी उसको ट्रैक करेगी। जी पहले मैंने आपसे पहले ही बात कर दी कि वो जब निकले थे तब भी फैसला पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड का था। आज जो वो वापस आए हैं ये फैसला भी पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड का है। मेरा एक मिनट जी 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 जी